Hey you guys, Daria here. I was just teaching my students some straw exercises and I thought that I really want to share these 5 easy straw exercises. Well, let's call them easy-ish straw exercises with my YouTube students too. So, what do we have? We have a metal straw here. Just normal drinking straw. It doesn't have to be metal straw, it can be just a paper straw. I've got a bunch of paper straws here for my students who come and see me in person. So you've got, choices there. There are also like proper vocal straws. You can Google it. There's lots and lots of options. So before we dive into the 5 easy-ish straw exercises, let me just give you a quick overview of why straw exercises are so good for your voice. Basically, when you sing through the straw, your vocal folds come together in a really nice way. They're closing in a very healthy way. They're not slamming against each other. They're just closing really nicely in a really balanced way. And this is really obviously good for your voice and for your vocal health. So what we want when singing through the straw and when just making a sound through the straw, you want to make sure that it's smooth, okay? We want that smooth, balanced kind of sound. So if it sounds pushed, we're probably doing too much, so we need to ease into it, okay? Make it sound light, make it sound balanced, and make it sound healthy. Right. Let's dive into the 5 exercises I want to share with you today. I call the first exercise a wave, okay? A wave. So imagine a wave, yeah? It's going like this. So first of all, to get to the wave, let's just make a sound through the straw on a comfortable pitch. Try that again for me. Lovely, well done. Now we want to make a wave out of it. So very good. Let's try this again. So make sure it's smooth, yeah? We're not going for something like that's too much, yeah? Smooth, one kind of line sort of exercise. Very good. Let's move on to exercise 2. It's a very standard vocal exercise. It's called a siren. It's when you go from your chest voice up to your head voice and back to your chest voice again. And that's something you don't need a track for, same as the first exercise we did. You can just do it on the go. So let's give it a try. So a siren. So you've gone chest voice, head voice, and back down to chest voice. Try this again. Remember, we're not pushing anything, yeah? It's all very nice and light. Keep it smooth. Try this again for luck. Very good. Now what I really like to do with straw exercises is actually using the straw with the actual warm-up exercises, because it gives you an idea of how to sing using the straw. So the next 3 exercises I'm going to share, I've got tracks for them up on Sing It to the World, and I'm going to leave the links for you below, so you can literally practice with the straw, with the track, during your next vocal practice. So check this out. This is what we're going to do. Okay, so just 2 notes going. So try this for me. Did you hear that my first note was a little bit kind of pushed? It was a little bit tense, wasn't it? It was a bit like this. So that was too much support from my part. So let's smoothen it out a bit. Let's just make it a bit more laid back. So now it's much smoother, isn't it? So with that in mind, just always notice whether you're doing too much, because you might be. So then just make it a little bit quieter and you'll be absolutely fine. Let's move on to the exercise number 4. Now we did 2 notes going up and down, up and down. Now let's make it a bit more interesting. Yeah, let's make it a bit more complicated. So let's add a few more notes and make it a 5-note scale. So let's go. Yeah, same thing, but remember, we're keeping it smooth. We're not pushing anything, yeah? We're going through the straw, yeah? Let's try it a little bit higher. Try it on your head voice now for me. We're here, yeah? Try that. Nice, and help yourself with your gestures. So nice and smooth, yeah? Nice and smooth. We're not pushing anything. We're aiming for that balanced sound where your vocal folds are not overworking. They're working just the right amount for you to produce a balanced sound. Now let's have a look at the last exercise. This one is the part where, I said it easy-ish, yeah? It's not that easy, let's be real, but I think you could give it a go. It's an arpeggio. So an arpeggio is this, basically. You've got that, okay? So as you can hear that the intervals between the notes are a bit bigger, yeah? So this is why it's a bit harder. So you've got let's try it with the straw. Very good. Now you can do the same thing but much higher, for example, yeah? And again, I've got the track for this exercise. Check the description below for it. So you go very nice. So you've got a bunch of exercises here, going from sort of the easiest to the not so easy, let's call it that. And you've got tracks for exercises 3, 4, and 5 here on Sing It to the World. Please add them to your practice playlists and give it a go. Now, just to reiterate, keep it light, yeah? Don't push anything. The whole point of singing with the straw is to provide a very balanced, kind of smooth phonation and make sure that there's no strain and there's no tension in your voice. Another little thing to remember is notice how your support, so your abdominal area, yeah, is working when you're doing the straw exercises. We never want to push ever, okay? We want to keep it balanced, we want to keep it light. However, if you're not doing enough, if you're not, tensing your abs a little bit, but only a tiny bit, yeah, we're just noticing, we're aware of it. If there isn't enough breath support, enough oomph, it might just be too breathy and it might be not so balanced, yeah? You might be going, do you hear that, yeah? That's just too much air going through your vocal folds because simply they're just not closing enough to make sound. So you need to help them close a bit better. You need to maybe tense your support just a little bit, to make that happen. And with the help of the straw, it will also happen better. So that's it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed the 5 easy-ish straw exercises for a healthy voice. Make sure to give this video a like, a share, and subscribe to Sing It to the World for more videos. And I'll see you next time.